Wow. That was an incredible game. Whew. Very, very hard-fought game both ways. And, it's really tough. They came out on fire, and we had some things just not go our way in that first inning where we, had someone called out of the box right away to start the game, and then our runner runs into the ball, and then we have a couple booted balls in the first inning. So it was just really rocky start for us, and they took advantage of it. And so I give them a lot of credit for putting up 5 runs right away. They're a good hitting team, and they did a really good job, and they kept pushing and pushing. But we kept telling our kids, keep the faith, just scratch away, and do anything to score a run. And our kids did a good job of not giving up on themselves, and just starting to gain a little bit of momentum once we scored a couple runs, and then as the game went along, I think the big thing is that when we were getting our hits, they were hard hits, and the bummer as a coach is I couldn't send some of those runners into home because they were so hard. But that gave our kids a lot of confidence, and we prepared really hard the last couple of days for both Ashley Walker and for Leithberg. They're both fantastic pitchers, and I'm proud of our kids for sticking with it. And just an unbelievable game. Hard fought on both sides. That's just, again, just like yesterday, just glad I'm on the one side.
Questions?
Okay. I think it's hard to keep the faith too. I really do, especially because our number one, she was struggling, and so, and we kind of read off of her, and so that was tough for our kids. But I think once we could get some hits, that was what broke through for us. Was get a couple hits and go from there. But to come back from that far down, we haven't been in that position in a regional. We've been there in a conference tournament, but not a regional. So again, a really tough thing to do, and proud of our kids for coming back.
You could address it too. I mean, have a little bit of here we go again going through your mind when they go up 8-1, and you think you gave a flashback to the conference tournament, hey, we're gonna have to go in the second game. How did you get past that?
It was absolutely the same feeling, but the coaches have been preaching to us like we need to make a change on our own. We need to kind of like mentally click with each other and figure out how do we do that. And I think we mentally prepared most of the week to kind of push through everything. We've practiced in the rain, we've practiced in the cold. Why not 8-1? Let's give her a go. So I think nobody had to say anything. I think we kind of just felt the energy in the dugout and fed off of it, and one hit came rolling after the other, and you can't really stop us when that happens. Can I say I don't know? It was in the strike zone. Just Coach Mook and our whole entire team, our Coach Mack, our GA, they've been picking pitches like nobody's business. That helps us so much, especially me. When I know that it's going to go outside, and I know she'd been struggling with that down ball all day, the umpire's zone didn't like the down ball, so she had to bring something in the zone. I was thinking outside, let's just take a hack. And she threw it right in the strike zone, and I just hit it perfectly. There's so many right things that have to go well in order for that to happen, and sometimes you have to have a little luck, Coach always says, and today might have just been that day. I actually thought I popped it up, and I was really pissed at myself. But then I looked, and Coach Mook usually gets really excited when he knows and he was jumping up and down, so I kind of, as soon as I hit first base, I was pretty jacked, so.
Yeah, I felt really good about bringing in Carly. But another thing was that our defense was different because I put a had a pinch runner in for Janelle twice, and so I burned Janelle, and she's been our first baseman if it's not Lindsey Spanton the entire year, and then all of a sudden I have to bring Carly Koopman off the bench who hasn't seen first base all year, and so that was it's just a little different in the regional tournament having a different defense. So that was tough too. But Carly did a good job, and of course I knew they would battle. I knew they would battle, and once they got that first runner on it, having to face Morgan Lenz right away is pretty tough. She's a phenomenal hitter. So far, our team to continue to keep plugging away, that was fantastic. And I told my third baseman it was only fitting that she got the ball to her, and it was a slow ground ball because those have been the balls that she struggled on all year. So really proud of her for making that play too.